Willys Overland Jeepster here at Unique Specialty and Classics. This one's a 1949 model year. Now powered by a V6 underneath the hood. A 3.8 liter GM V6. My guess would be a Buick possibly. Automatic transmission also. Carb recently rebuilt. Let's take a peek at the chrome and the bright work up front on this one. Burgundy exterior with a kind of tan or camel interior. Check out the still pictures. You can see those at uniqueclassiccars.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you right to our website. Of course, you can call us 507-386-1726. Riding on radial tires, steel wheels, the Willys center caps with beauty rings. Let's go ahead and take a look down this passenger side. It's one of those cars, get in it, drive it, turn the key, go have some fun with the top down when the sun's out. Of course, vinyl interior. Passenger seat over here does fold forward, so it makes it easier access to the rear. Little aftermarket center console with cup holders has been added. We'll start it up, take a peek underneath the hood, let you listen to it run. I'll also put the top up so you can check out the condition of that. And if you stick around to the very end, Jason's going to take it for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. Rear mounted spare. Chrome in the rear bumper, not looking too bad. There's the Willys Overland insignia on that rear bumper. A few notes from the technician on this one that took a peek at it in our service department. Does have new rear wheel cylinders, new brakes, 100% front and rear. Did mention the Speedo was in op, probably the head unit. Floor has been patched, so take a look at the undersides. And your typical powertrain, drivetrain, weeps, a little moisture, what have you. Again, the vehicle's driven. Turn the key, go have some fun. And all those still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. This is always cool if you don't want to jump in the passenger side. You can just use the steps. Go right up on and in. How cool would that be? Be a fun parade car. Want to take the grandkids out. Go to your local roll-ins, cruise-in shows. Have a good time. All right, let's take a little closer look at this interior and let's get this thing fired up. I noticed it is a little bit cold-blooded. I let it run a little bit. We'll get it to idle. So seat belts up front. One here. I'm just going to lay them up in the seat. One there, and then you can see another one is slipped down behind here. So you do have front seat belts intact. Turn signal switch, tachometer on the steering column. You also notice there's a little voltmeter gauge underneath the dash. So of course, gauge cluster over here with choke switch up top, light switch right down there in the center. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Again, automatic transmission, V6 power. Let's give it a little bit of choke. We'll ease that back in. And the temp gauge should be up a little bit because I did have it running. Like I said, it's a little bit cold-blooded at the beginning when it wants to idle or not. Slip around to the back seat near this run. Let's close that door with the handle. Turn signal indicator works. I must have clicked on that when I got out. With my legs, let's click that off. All right, now you can hear it. Sounds like it's running pretty smooth. Let's slip up to the front. I want to show you this engine. So, okay, let me pause this 1 second while I get this hood open. It'll take two hands. And we'll take a peek at the engine bay. Here we go. Hood popped, so prop rod right in the center. Underside of the hood. And there it is. V6 power. Again, 3.8 liter GM. You can see HEI ignition. Polycarb, and that was rebuilt. Mentioned that earlier. few GM V6 experts that look like a Buick 3.8. We know it's 3.8 liters due to the casting. We know it's a GM. My guess is Buick. Running pretty smooth either way. All right, let me go ahead and get this top folded up. We'll check out the condition of that. Put in the side curtain so you can see how it looks. And stick around to the very end. Jason will take it for a drive. And convertible top up. So black vinyl top. I also just quickly kind of hung in the side curtain so you can get an idea how those look. A little bit yellowed, not bad. I noticed there was a little bit of a patch up top on the passenger side. Typically would have had a zipper rear window. This is kind of nice. They took a plexiglass and framed it, and there's a couple nuts that you tighten up top on each side, and it rests on the bottom. It's kind of a nice upgrade rather than having that rear window to zip up, zip down. And over here on the passenger side, I think right here, if you can kind of see that one little patch there. I have a feeling this vehicle is driven a lot more with the top down than with it up. So, but if you needed to put it up, keep you out of the sun or what have you, you could always take those side curtains off and just have the top up. Keep that back window out. You'd have a nice little breeze going through there. 1949 Willys Overland Jeepster. Call us, 507-386-1726, uniqueclassiccars.com. Yes, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt, gas it. Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're driving a 1949 Willys Jeepster in kind of a red burgundy color. I apologize for the very tight view that you're looking at right now. There's no side door glass on this vehicle. There is instead flexible windows, and the camera doesn't stick very good to those windows. This is a very cool Jeep. We have a tachometer mounted to the column that's working. The factory fuel gauge reads completely full. The oil pressure reads 25 to 30. Now you wouldn't need a lot of oil pressure, so that's pretty good. The temperature gauge from the factory is reading about 165. Down below the dash I have a voltmeter that reads 14 volts, which is good. Aftermarket turn signal lever attached to the column. That does work on the outside of the vehicle. It doesn't appear to flash on the column. Steering wheel's canted slightly to the left, but this Jeep has a nice ride. You don't see very many of these Jeeps out there. The other Jeep, not a Wrangler, but its cousin from a distant past. We have what you might call a split bench seat up in front with a little bucket over on the right. Matching that, a cup holder with storage in the center console. Brakes feel like manual brakes, but they're working well. In the back, nicely upholstered bench seat. Easy to steer. Check out all the pictures of this 49 Jeepster up close and personal at uniqueclassiccars.com.